thank you so much for joining me. How and why do international schools select their suppliers and make their purchasing decisions? This is a question consistently asked by education suppliers, and IC Research's recent report aims to answer it by investigating the decisions that English medium international K-12 schools make when selecting and purchasing new resources and supplies. We researched overseas British and American, IB World and other international schools across 35 countries, all offering learning in the English language to children aged between 3 and 18 years old. Teachers, school leaders and procurement managers shared their advice for education suppliers and consultants with us, and this report acts as a guide helping you understand key channels and market trends to develop a strategic approach. Now you might be wondering, why is the international schools market so valuable? Well, the extent of the international schools market and the business opportunities it offers are largely unknown to education suppliers. But in the past 10 years, the sector has increased by 69%, from 7,660 to 12,917 schools, now serving the needs of 7 million students. The market is both complex and rewarding, and as such, it requires a solid understanding of what factors affect the choices that international schools make. The report highlights various external factors impacting the purchasing decisions of international schools. One of these is that supplying beyond borders can create logistical challenges. COVID-19 and carbon footprint concerns brought about their own limitations, with many international schools accessing physical products when possible within their host countries. However, access to the relevant resources can be challenging, and most schools have to reach out to international suppliers for certain goods and services to fulfill their requirements. The pandemic has subsequently acted as a catalyst for increased focus on tech products and services, as well as well-being solutions, influencing budget allocation and resource selection processes. International schools are relying heavily on online and digital learning resources, as well as digital solutions for school administration, giving you an insight into some of the external factors. As well as external factors, it is important to understand what the trusted channels for decision-making are, something that the report really focuses on. When it comes to the selection of new products and services, it is safe to say that international schools are becoming more discerning. Being able to try and test potential products and services is important for these schools when making their decisions. In fact, 80% of respondents said they are more likely to make a purchase after a free trial, with some school leaders stating that if suppliers do not offer product samples, then they would be immediately disqualified. Many schools value the feedback of their peers when selecting new brands. 62% of respondents say they want the chance to talk directly to existing customers about new products and to see evidence of impact before making their decision. Schools prefer to get to know new brands and representatives through word-of-mouth recommendations and through their own research. Meeting new suppliers at exhibitions and conferences and connecting through relationship marketing was certainly preferred over generic sales email approaches and being targeted by unknown individuals. From these findings, it is clear that to see success in the international schools market, suppliers really need to commit to a long-term strategic plan for international development. Without this strategic planning, suppliers will lose business, and the report establishes 5 common mistakes that brands make when working with international schools. These mistakes are a lack of market research and analysis, making them appear unprofessional and out of touch, inflexibility of the product or service to meet school-specific needs, poor pricing and no price guide, insufficient relationship building, lacking full customer service support, and finally, inadequate training and support, causing schools to feel really isolated once the purchase is made. The report goes further, stressing that generic sales and marketing emails and spamming are damaging to a brand's reputation, as is poor research of the school and its needs. Ultimately, the report establishes that there is a strong need for a strategic approach using multiple routes of engagement and relying on a clearly defined segmentation of the market and the audiences. While I have given you a brief insight into our report, I cannot stress enough the value of it. It provides you with an overview of the most effective ways to build relationships with and market to international schools. By reading this report, you will know how and when international schools make purchasing decisions, what are the market trends you should be aware of, and what channels you should consider using. Everything you need to know to develop a strategic approach is in this report, and it is now available to download. We here at IC Research really hope you like our report, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!